Yeah.
I got a notification.
Awesome. Welcome to another episode of Sister Soul Sessions, everyone. I am Brittany,
And I am Bee.
and tonight we're doing things a little different. There are no guests, it is just us. We wanted to pull back the curtain on what it really looks like building, protecting, and growing businesses together while we're still being moms, friends, and of course, sisters.
And this is just us interviewing each other the same way we would actually interview our guests.
Yes. So join us tonight. We're going to get started. We appreciate you guys being here and sharing with us, our journey tonight as well.
All right, so actually, I'm going to start out by asking Brittany a question. Um, if you had to describe who you were when we first met versus who you are now as a businesswoman, what changed the most?
I, you know, I would say I'm older, obviously. We have known each other over 15 years. We have children the same age. We met each other at a time where our now ex-husbands were military. So a lot has changed, but I would say the most that has changed about me is the emotional intelligence from that time to now. And that's kind of how we even got here and started building this and other businesses that we both have. So, yeah, definitely my emotional maturity and growth. Because if you remember back then, I was, a little different.
This was definitely different than.
Mm-hmm. And you've always had vision, even then. When did you realize you needed to start protecting that vision as a business?
Um, Honestly, just as of recent. So those of you who don't know, I do have a agency that is social media management, and I've been doing it for a year. I do have clients, I do have work to do, but I didn't know anything about trademarks, EIN numbers, none of that stuff, and that stuff is really important. And as I am learning, I'm still going through the entrepreneurial journey as a beginner, pretty much. So,
Mm-hmm.
as of recent.
So now that you've started that, especially with your own ventures, what's one thing about entrepreneurship people don't see that maybe even our friendship prepared you for?
Putting in the work around the clock. Putting in work. I think people really think like we just, I don't know, we just go about our day and just magically appear on live. Oh no, there's so many conversations, so much studying and time and really learning
Yeah.
our craft that goes into it. Like y'all don't see like the hard work that we put in the background, countless hours, sometimes just early mornings as well. But yeah,
Yeah. First of all, we're always on the phone with each other. Um,
always.
and, I wish it were just the funs and giggles conversations that we used to have. But it really is, like you're saying, it's a lot of business talk and making sure that we're staying on track and pushing each other too. So that's what I love. But okay, a little moment here. To be honest, who was the more hard-headed one back then or even now, whichever one?
Yeah,
See, and people think it's me all the time.
yeah, I'm really stubborn. I'm working on it though. I am working on it, but definitely like I'm one of those. I've always been I'll figure it out on my own. I just gotta find
Hmm.
it on my own. And once
She
I
is like that.
fuck
And
around
I'd
and
be like,
find
girl,
it
come on. You don't have to. But yeah,
out.
definitely. Um, so with everything that you've been learning, I know we have a lot of guests, and even with you building your own ventures, what does protecting your business actually mean to you today compared to when you first started?
Protecting your brand. So protecting your brand, being sure that no one else has it for one, and for two, just ensuring that you always back yourself up because there's always someone out there that they want a piece of what you have. So you
Hmm.
definitely have to protect. your image, your brand, everything that comes with the entrepreneurial just journey as a whole. Every step, you gotta safeguard it. Everything, even your money. Yes, funds as well.
Yes. A lot of times they want what you have without asking. So definitely. Now, was there a moment when you realized, like, yeah, I should have done this sooner?
Absolutely. So, many of you probably don't even remember because it was so long ago, but my best friend Diamond and myself used to go live streaming. We didn't have an actual format. We just would randomly go live on Fridays, and it was just kind of like a open forum. So people would come up on live with us and chop it up, just talk about anything. So it wasn't really structured much like what it is here at Sister Soul Sessions. Is very structured, and I do enjoy that structure. But definitely should have done it sooner because at that time, and this is going on like 3 years ago. So around that time, people was popping up with podcasts, obviously since COVID and things of that sort. So therefore, everyone had a podcast, and we just had to really sit down and think about like what made us different from everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That was the big part, having a niche and not being what everyone else is doing and just having like open conversations. I think, yeah, like you're saying, that's probably the hardest thing to have come together to build.
Yeah, just doing the research to see, like, okay, if we're in this niche, who else is doing this? What are they talking
What it's
about?
look like. Yep.
Yeah,
Hmm. And
most
always setting
definitely.
yourself apart. But even if you're doing the same thing, you know, what like brings yourself out and makes you shine so that, you know, people want to listen to you and get the advice that we are, you know, broadcasting every week with our amazing guests. So yeah, I definitely agree with you.
And so, sis, what advice have you received that really shifted how you think about protecting your brand as well as your name, as well as your time?
Mm.
A lot of time into
So yeah, because it's been a long time. We're actually about to hit our third year with the podcast this summer. And through all of that time, I would say the advice I received, he was one of our guests, Cordero Johnson, of Switching Numbers. He actually had a one-on-one with me, and not only do we talk about funding, you know, that's his niche, and he's really great at it, and just making sure that you have your business in alignment with, you know, credit, things like that. But he really like pushed into me, like, you guys are building something so amazing, and the network is great. You need to protect that, especially our name. This is actually coming upon something that we discovered like a couple of weeks ago, that someone else used our name as like an event for what they were building, a much larger, you know, I guess like page where they have more viewers, things like that. So it really, you know, hit home that I need to listen to that. And that is protecting your time, because we spent 3 long years building this, and probably years before that, because that's how we even got here. We were always speaking about this. We had our own businesses already. So to bring this together, like, we really have to protect this. So trademarking was something that really was pushed into me to get done right away. And I see why, because you know, someone can just come in and take something and trademark it and have you, you know, to cease and desist what you're doing, and you spent all this time building. So, you know, definitely need to get on that.
Like, you're absolutely right. And when like we saw that, I was like, oh, all right. So they just go take the whole name.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna hold y'all look raggedy. It looked there. No shade.
it was different.
Their promo was a little. It looked like someone was just learning how to use maybe ChatGPT or some other AI
Yeah.
image generator. It looked like that. But yeah, other than that, yeah, it just definitely put things in perspective that we still got more work to do in the
Because to
background.
their 500 plus thousand followers, it just looks like their idea, though.
Right.
And really, it's something that we spent a very long time building. So definitely, you know, what's important step for entrepreneurs, and I've learned this just doing this and hearing all of our master classes that we've had with everyone on our show. You know, trademarking, don't put that off. because even if you don't know what you're doing with it yet, the name and your time and the brand that you're building is very important. And because we're all on social media and this is all over the world, anyone can come and take that. And if they have more money, more followers, etc., all of your hard work is down the drain.
So then that kind of goes into like my follow-up question. What protection step do you wish more entrepreneurs would stop putting off?
Yep, definitely that. Protect your brand. Make sure everything matches when you are creating the name. So when you start with your name, get your EIN. Everything needs to match. Go ahead and get your domain. Make sure you have email addresses. So even if you do have a fight ahead of you where someone else is using it later down the road because you didn't have the time or money to trademark at the time, you at least have all of that use and how long you've been using it. So definitely make sure that you create your brand and make it uniform across all platforms. Most important, do not put that off.
Yeah, please don't. Just it is a lot of paperwork. It is a lot of money, but we all know the saying: it takes money to make money, and that's what comes to the territory. That's with anything that you do or you want to invest in it. It takes money to make money. So trademark is one of those. It's a heavy investment, but it's necessary, and it's again to safeguard, to protect your brand, protect your name.
Yeah. Because I just thought like, hey, no one else is able to use this name on like social media, right? Because we use it. But if they have a different variation, which we also saw, so all they have to do is put like underscores or something, and that's your same name. People are going to look for you, finding them. So you're just missing out on those opportunities as well, because it doesn't just belong to you. So that's very, very important. So that's what we're working on. So, if you want to help with funding, anything like that, definitely reach out to us. But that's what we're building right now, protecting our business.
We're looking for mentorship. It's always open for mentorship, always open for sponsors.
Yes.
So then, sis, what's one masterclass, mentor, or lesson that truly reshaped how you move in business?
Because I didn't really have much mentorship as I started like my businesses or even the podcast, I really gained a lot of mentorship, and like every episode is a masterclass to me. We have the most amazing guests. I'm still shocked and blessed every day that they come onto our show. But every time I hear their story, what they did, I'm taking notes. Like this is not only for, our audience to gain knowledge. This helps me every week. But two people that stood out to me the most just because of what we do, and it just spoke to me, Cordero Johnson, of course, which I spoke about earlier, and Mr. Will Roundtree. Now Will's, I don't know what happened. It really hit me about building legacy, protecting that legacy, and how to like shape your children into learning what you're doing, not just you doing it and now they have money. Like with his son, he's going out to, events with him. He has his apartment buildings. He, is showing him what everything means. And they have those business conversations like weekly. That really reshaped like even what we're doing now. Like that's what like made me get on it. Like, okay, and here's how I can get the funding. And if I pay attention and stay dedicated to this, that's what will really push us forward. So those two, though, they really reshaped how I'm moving in this new year for sure.
And then, especially from like Will Roundtree, definitely learned so much. And even when we like watch his lives, there's always something to learn. There's always something to learn.
I'm like, how do you still have so much to talk about with? Yeah, I think that every time he does so many interviews, like you said, he's on live every week, and man, he is a wealth of knowledge. If you guys haven't checked it out at Will Roundtree, that man is really on the move and speaking really well about our legacy and shaping our community. I love it.
Definitely. And then what did it teach you that you didn't expect?
I just didn't expect to have the emotion that I had. I'm always emotional on these episodes just because I love to hear about people's journeys and what it took and all the no's that you had to go through. Like it's always inspiring to me, I could list so many people that really touched me, but I just wasn't expecting it to have such an emotional impact when I was hearing Will speak, because it was really like, dang, you just don't know what you don't know. And
Right.
how much easier it actually is. Or I mean, maybe he makes it seem easy, but I've actually, have been watching him for years. So that's why I was really blessed that he was on the show. But to really put into practice, what we're all preaching and putting our money where our mouth is are, and he really does it. He lives it. So it was like a real emotional moment that I was like, oh, I was looking at my kids like, oh my gosh, I could have you doing this, I was a financial advisor for a long time, and I still didn't have that type of emotional attachment to what I was doing, and I feel like that kind of changed it for me. So, but enough about me. Which masterclass or learning experience challenged you the most?
Um, Believe it or not, between Will Roundtree and who else was it? Deshaun, Mr. Deshaun
Yeah,
Christmas, the homeless investor.
yeah.
Um, just really listening to a story how like he went from couch surfing to really like getting books
Building, yeah.
and reading about the
Hmm.
stock market, and just he had a way of simplifying it. A lot of times, we all want to invest, we all want to, make some extra cash. However, like the way he simplified, like, yeah, you just invest in the things that you use every day. I'm like, you make it sound so simple. It cannot
But
be
isn't it? Like, yeah, that's yeah.
simple.
The money guys, yeah. But I'm like, but they're showing you, like I said, they're living it. Yeah, he was on the
No, for real. He was
couch
like,
surfing.
yeah, he
Yeah.
was like, I read about this. He was like, I look up this. I've studied that. And I was like, dang. So he legit went from being homeless to being established and being stable where he is now. So I would say that
Hmm.
one would be the most challenging for me, because I'm still trying to learn about the stocks and investing. So I have to reach out to him too and see
Yeah.
if he.
How do you feel like it stretched you, or how did it stretch you outside of like your comfort zone, with maybe even money management or whatever that you receive from it?
Definitely money management, but also taking a different approach and a different outlook on investing.
Hmm.
I'm an overthinker, so if I was overthinking the entire thing, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta stalk the stocks every
Yeah.
day,
And
and
then you
I
have to have this much money first, and you have to do yeah, like you
yeah,
always think you have to be more prepared every time. Yeah. No,
all
I
these
feel you
days
on
on my
that.
app, like
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
that. So yeah, it's
Hmm.
just having a different outlook and not overcomplicating it. That's what it is.
No, I feel you on that. So was there like one or maybe the episode or just something that you were going after where you logged in like, yeah, I'm not ready for this yet?
Let's see. It would have been the one with Omar.
Woo, yes. Okay, I feel you. Yeah.
Will Roundtree and Omar definitely just even watching them pop into the stage with us, I was like, "Ooh, Jesus!"
It's real.
They're about to watch it. We're gonna learn so much about them, and then they were all just real laid back, really chill.
Amazing. Yeah, really amazing people.
Yeah, they
I
are.
love it. So with everything that you're doing, sis, I know that we have this, we're so busy all the time with it. How do you protect business mindset while also protecting your family time and your peace?
So it's funny. So when people ask me what do I do after work, I tell them I'm still working. Just like, what do you mean? I'm like, so I work after work. And what I mean by that is I'm very structured. So therefore, after I have clocked out of work, I am actually then only dedicating maybe 3 hours to Sister Soul sessions. And then after that, it's me and family time. So
Yeah.
everything is time blocked. So that's how I protect it, and that's how I make sure everything gets the amount of attention that it needs.
Yeah, it's hard. So
It
what
really is.
boundaries have you had to learn the hard way during all of this?
Putting my phone on do not disturb and just
Right.
lock in. Just really just lock in.
Yeah.
Because I would always, because I get distracted easily. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I get distracted easily. So if I do have to put my phone on do not disturb, and I do have to block
Mhm.
everyone out while I am jumping into creating promo or reaching out to people, setting up things, so on and so
Yeah.
forth. So gotta lock in. That's one of my biggest boundaries. My phone is on do not disturb, and it's on there for a reason because I gotta lock in.
Hmm.
Can't be
No,
distracted.
and I think most people don't realize like my sound for my phone actually isn't on usually ever. Most of the time I forget because I'm at work and then I'm doing, like you said, doing all this. I have school, kids,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that helps me a lot too because you're just once it rings, now you feel like you have to go to it right away. And
Yes.
it's like with me, I mean, I lose my phone a lot because I can't hear it, but but it also makes sure that I stay focused at the tasks at hand, like you were saying, instead of just always getting distracted because my phone's going off. And yeah, when I lose it that night or whatever, sorry, I know some people are like, hey, I've been trying to reach you. I know, girl, I've been on my phone for like 2 days. But it does help. That's something that I just choose to keep going with. Sometimes I'll turn on because we're like out and about and like I do lose my phone a lot. That's my sister. Either it's dead or I just don't know where it is.
Yeah,
So
most of the time my phone is dead. And that's like how did we come to this?
like you knew we were leaving the house. Why is your phone dead? Um, but because we spend a lot of time on it, we're always either researching for Sister Soul sessions, trying to get guests, um, doing edits. Like we were saying, we both have businesses. My sister's also, prominent member of a sorority. So it's nonstop, especially when it comes to like our family time. And it's just like, yeah, like we'll talk to each other still because we're part of each other's families. But most of the time, most of the time, it's just like, yeah, we have to have some separation, especially from screens all day. That's all we do at work. That's what we're doing for our business ventures. So it is very important. So sorry if you guys can't reach me. That's really what it is. I just don't have it on.
My phone be dead. My phone be dead most of the time.
And it be dead, yes.
And even to piggyback on what you said, definitely we are working more on like just separating business and family time because we
Mhm.
do live like 20 minutes from each other. So therefore we do try to spend more time together and just focus
Without
on
doing this, yeah.
sisters, focus on being sisters and really checking in with each other
Mhm.
and just enjoying life and being present
Yeah.
versus always we get together. It's like, oh my God, so we should just go to this business or we
Mhm.
reach out to them, like kind of
No, we
just
have to remember to have fun. We're just here for fun.
we're here to have fun. We're not talking about business. So yeah, we're really working on that more than ever. What I was going to ask you is, what does success look like for you now, with family in the picture?
Okay, so I've been thinking about this a lot. But success to me is that piece, right? Having a well-oiled machine, especially with our podcast, where we are not wearing every hat in it, where we're involving our children into it and making it something bigger. I think that's what I see for us successfully right now. Um, Obviously, in our own ventures, honestly, this could be it. I really, really enjoy what we do, what we're building, the closeness that it's brought us. I mean, we've always been close. We've known each other for a very, very long time. We kind of didn't discuss that yet, but we will. But yeah, just our families being happy, seeing us on that platform, and this being a well-oiled automated machine. So that's success right now. Automation.
Yeah,
Being able to
definitely.
hire someone to do at least 4 of the things that we do every day.
Hey, what it will say, listen, if you could pay somebody to do it, just go ahead and just let them do it
Yeah,
for your time.
because
Um,
as fun as this looks, it is a lot of hard work that
man,
we put into this. And remember, we do this every week. So
every single week.
Sundays, it's like maybe that's a rest day, and then we're right back on it. And really, that's not because we're preparing for the next week. So, yep, that's definitely what would be success for me right now.
And then what's one myth about doing it all that you've had to unlearn?
Yeah, just doing it all. That it's easy or that you know best. I really had to learn that. I'm very headstrong. Like my sister, she's pretty stubborn. I have to like drag her along sometimes. Like, no, we can do this. But once my mind is set on something, like I am driving it home. and you kind of get tunnel vision, and you don't even, I don't ask for second opinions because like I know what I'm doing. I know what I want. So I had to unlearn that you know best, or that you have to do it all, honestly, by yourself. Bringing my sister on was the greatest decision, and she's been the greatest asset ever to make this dream a reality. And just putting some things on her plate. We'll sometimes invite other people in, or we've tried anyway,
Definitely.
to get things done. Yeah. But just, once you get over that, I think it's easier to like, okay, well, if you feel like you can do this, like, let's see. Or, we've hired people on a couple times, doing things. We haven't found our exact team yet, but just getting out of that mindset allows for me to actually search for it and know that that's, a working experience at least. But yeah,
So pretty
for
much
sure.
anybody out there, if y'all really good at social media management or good at graphics or whatever the case may be, definitely just reach out to us. Again, like my sister stated, we have tried. We have tried to create a solid team, and it always just comes back to just me and her. Like, all right.
Because it's a lot of work. Yeah, people don't realize that. It just looks fun. We're online every day, and people want to do that part. But it's like, okay, well, this is how we get to our live every week. So, what part of this can you do? And it's like it falls off because you don't realize you're doing it every day. You have to set a scheduled time every day to get these tasks done. So it just kept falling back on us. So it's just us. That's what the name of this podcast is today, because it really has been just us. But great experience, not that anything was wrong with anybody that we brought on. It's just, we are very, very headstrong people, and we mean, like, we want everything uniform. We want it to be a certain way, and it takes a lot. We do this every day, all day.
Every single day. I'll be at work.
Yeah, we're still at work, like texting each other, sending this. Okay, is this okay? Did you approve these things? Did you respond to this person? We're going through emails, DMs. We're on every platform, so we get messages everywhere. Then we create like a booking site that we may have forgot about, and people are booking on it. Like it's a lot to manage. And once people actually get behind the curtain and they see that, I think it's a little terrifying. Yeah.
Like, dang,
How are you guys doing this? Yeah.
Well, how about you go ahead and take this portion,
Mm-hmm.
and you can
here's everything. Yeah, you can. Yeah, take it. Let us show us what you want to make of it, because we don't even have any more ideas right now. But yeah, it's cool. But what's one thing that you appreciate most about building alongside someone you've known for over 15 years?
Man, what I appreciate is that you just allow me to just do what I want. Do what I want, and just like, obviously you know me, so you know the things that I'm into, you know the things that I can create. But also I appreciate that you push me to do better. Because sometimes I can be a little basic, and it sounds like you're like, okay, so then how can we elevate this? How can we do this?
Because I know what you did last week. I know that's probably the hardest part, because I'm always like, but remember what you did? Give me that.
Right. And she tells me just like that. She'd be like, so if you go back to this, that I need that. I need that. But for this,
I know you're tired. But yeah. That's probably difficult.
But I do appreciate it, though, because it pushed me to really perfect my craft and to get better at it. So I'm super appreciative of that.
Oh, thank you, sis. I appreciate how much you put into it, because she really is a student of her craft. Most of the time she's sending me stuff, I'm like, this isn't my thing, but all right, this is what you want to do? I love it. I love that this is what you're studying. She's like, I think we're going to try this, and we're going to be able to get more, visibility if we try these things. And I'm like, I'm just going to roll with you, whatever you say. I'm going to make it happen, whatever you think. Yeah.
Every day we're like,
I have a lot of reels, and I have to put them. And I better watch them, because she's going to ask me things about it. So, no, that's what I appreciate. You definitely are a student of your craft. You bring it every week. So whatever doubts you have, honestly, put them aside, because it's always great. As you see, that's what we get comments on a lot. So I appreciate you too, sis. And what's something about me that makes this journey easier?
oh my gosh, you're my sister. So then for something I'm doing it with a complete stranger. Could you imagine doing this with a complete stranger and they knew nothing about you?
Mm-mm,
Nothing. So then you
mm-mm.
have to explain to them, like, okay, so this
What you
is
mean,
our
everything.
colors,
Yeah.
this is our vision. So how can you add to that vision? Like, and if they don't agree with it, or if they just feel like, I don't know, like I just feel like just
No, for real.
knowing
It's
you're
because that's
working
what's been difficult about bringing others
with
in.
people
It's like,
in.
it's because we don't speak to each other a lot about something. It's just, yeah, almost like telepathy, like you're saying. Like we just
Yes.
understand, like,
Yep.
okay, I know she's gonna like this a little bit more, or let me try to squeeze this in and see what she thinks. But knowing also what tasks to give each other, because we know where our strengths are and stuff. So it's something that we don't have to learn right now,
Yeah.
which, it makes it easier in our building stages for sure. I agree with you. Yeah, that's made it easier for me too. Because she knows, and she knows sometimes, like, I'm not gonna bring this to you right now because your attitude. She does that a lot. She'll be like, I waited on this because, yeah, you didn't seem happy yesterday. So yeah, most people won't know that. She knows my temperament pretty well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So kind of a backstory, because I know we keep speaking about our friendship and knowing each other 15 years, and our our podcast is called Sister Soul Sessions. We actually received this as a few times for questions when we asked for our Q&A and our stories. Are we really sisters? So we are not biological sisters, but yes, we've had that friendship, and honestly, it was sisterhood like right away. Even though people try to break up our friendship, we won't bring that up.
We're not gonna go into
But
that. Getting that person.
but from the beginning, though, honestly, same interest. We just wanted to hang out all the time. Like, we could talk about everything, like things that we wouldn't want to tell others, or maybe like on my side, it was like, maybe shameful or whatever. And it was like, I was just dumping on her, trauma dumping, data dumping, everything. And it was easy right off the bat for sure.
Guys, man, like I get it. I completely get it. Definitely. Brittany is actually my son's godmother, and yeah, we just got along instantly. Like we always went out, hung out with each other. We always go on friend dates, like you name it.
Hmm.
We're together, everywhere. So
Hmm.
yeah.
So that's one thing that Albuquerque, New Mexico gave to us. Most people don't know that. It's a weird little place, but we
It's
found each other there.
we met each other in the Kirky, not the
Yep.
old Mexico, the new Mexico. We are
Hmm.
definitely
What do they call it? The Burke? What is it?
Turkey.
Yeah.
That place is weird. Like if any of you have never been to Albuquerque, like just don't because like
It's just a crazy little place. I enjoyed it. Or maybe I had you there. That's when I started really enjoying it. And
same.
just having, yeah, because it was difficult at first, and I didn't want to do anything. I worked a lot, went to school, and I was a young mom. So,
Yeah, that's crazy. Same thing. Like I had already been there prior to meeting. I had already been there for 3 years, and just
mhm.
it it just
And it was crazy. I was looking at stories. Yeah, I was looking at like Facebook memories or whatever, and
yeah.
I remember on one, that's what I was trying to send you through messaging, but it didn't work. And some comments, people were like, what? You're going out or whatever? Yeah. And like people kept saying, like, what? You never do anything. You're going out, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, that is crazy because you had been there longer than I had. And then it was like, yeah, we were always together doing something. And everyone was like shocked, like, dang, you're outside. Like, yep, kindred spirits. So yeah, that helps. What's something you never want to lose as we continue growing?
I don't ever want to lose our. Hmm, that's a good question. Um, I don't want to lose our genuine connection.
Hmm.
Like not ever in life.
Yeah.
Like we genuinely we just get each other. We just get it.
Even those moments of like space or moods, we have a lot of other things going on in life, and we know when to check on each other, which I like, the time and space that's needed, or just like, hey, can you just take over this?
Right.
whatever. Like we're just like, yeah. Um, but yeah, same sis. I never want to lose that, especially as you grow. We see a lot of things on social media, even couples, I see this as that pretty much. The likeness of having a marriage, things like that. A lot of things can get in between what you're building. People will try to separate you, try to put one person above the other. Like those are conversations I always cut. Like, no, we both do this, or they only know my side of like, oh, you're always so busy with it. What does she do? Like, what do you mean? She's just as busy, if not more. Like she created this, and I'm like, yeah, she does this. And like, I will never allow things like that because it's a lot of naysayers when you're out in front of the world every day. We do different things. My sister, she's very active in fitness. She's a fitness influencer. If you guys haven't seen Unapologetically Bee, and she has her own things, and I'm her biggest cheerleader. But people will be like, "Oh, why aren't you in front of the camera? Why don't you do this?" I'm like, my sister knows. Like she pushes me to do it, but we are different, but we do this together and building our relationship and talking about those things and coming together. Yeah, that's something I will never allow to change. So.
I think that's what a lot of people just don't understand about you. It's not that you don't want to, it's just more so of a thing of it's a protection thing, which is why you don't put your images out there. And
yeah, I've had some issues. Yes. But she's getting me out there, guys.
I'm just like, get out of there. I'm kind of just like, hey, you know what? Let's just post a little bit more. So that
like, yeah, they need to see us. This that includes you. I'm like, okay. So she definitely gets me out of my comfort zone. Things like that. That's how this even came about. I just wasn't a social media person. I had my likeness stolen a couple times where people creating other accounts, dating things. I know I was that it girl or not, but so it really put a sour taste in my mouth about social media. And she's like, it's about business and being present, and it's okay. So that's why I get to have my sister hold my hand through it. Cause yeah, it is scary for me, even doing this every week. Even though people are like, oh, you look so comfortable, or you're such a natural. I'm like, I can speak, I'm okay with that. But, taking the photos, doing things that we have to do, which you'll be seeing this year. My sister definitely helped me get through that.
We actually went out in public and had recorded some content. It was so stressful. So stressful. I'm like, how do people do this? How do people do this? And there's people walking back and forth and people stopping and looking. I'm like,
wanting to talk to us as if we're not doing something. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you guys setting up for? What are you recording? Like your business. I'm trying too much.
It's taking a lot. All right. So I have some rapid fire questions that I want to ask you. So you're just going to answer right away, no thinking about it. Who's more likely to overthink?
Me.
Okay. Who's more, let's just do it?
You.
That's funny. Who sends the voice notes between us?
You.
I do. I have a lot to say. I can't text at all. Who reminds the other to rest? Oh, that's you. You don't have to answer.
That's me. Yeah, that's me. I'm like, oh man, it's okay. It's okay to rest.
You don't have to answer that one. It's fine. But yeah, it is difficult for me to rest. I do a lot of things all day. We like to keep it busy over here in these parts. But we're getting to those resting stage. We will rest once we get to the point that we want to with Sister Soul Sessions, and I think we are hitting that mark. Like I said, we're about to hit year 3. We're actually going to do more of those in-person interviews and events. Like we are really set on like putting ourselves out there. Yeah, because we're building a network. This is not just a podcast where we get to have fun and speak to each other. This is a community that we're building to help like-minded individuals grow in their business, create them, be sustainable, and connect one another. We've had like a few people, connect off of this and get mentorship. Like I've had a few people hit me back that have been on the show and they're like, hey, I was in touch with so-and-so from the podcast. Like we get a lot of people that we send over to BLAP you guys haven't heard of that, it's one of our favorite apps. And he's a great mentor. He actually responds to everyone. Our past guest, the man, the myth, the 75th, Mr. Baran. He's one of those people and building networks. And he even said, like, you guys need to do this like as like a, podcast where you get out. And we're like, okay. We keep hearing it. So we're gonna do it.
We're working on it. We're like really working on, like, for real. We're really working on it. We're planning some things. It just, again, it takes time because of where we live and where most of our guests live are in different cities, like 4 hours, 3 hours away. So time and just resources, but it happens. It's happening.
It's happening. Exactly. Say that again. Yes, it's happening. And just some things, I guess, for both of us to answer, but I'll ask you first. What advice would you give someone just starting to build or protect their business?
Definitely what we spoke on earlier. For sure, please start the process of trademarking and really protecting your name. If you don't know how to, there's always YouTube University. Not even that, there's also like businesses, and there are people out there, like, that's what they do. They can walk you through it. You can pay them to do it, but please do this. Please just educate yourself and really trademark and protect your name.
No, seriously. And I think mine would be build a network. It's really important. Like my sister's saying, we have each other. We are like-minded individuals. We help each other not only through this business aspect, but through life to get to the goals that we're trying to reach. So, find the people that are going to be your cheerleaders and help you, because it gets hard. There are a lot of naysayers. We still hear all the time, everyone's doing a podcast or whatever, so it's really important. Yeah, it's important because sometimes you don't have the strength. We all go through bouts of sadness, depression, busyness. You're going to be working, you have families, having that network. And if you don't have one, join the Soul Squad. That's what we are all about. Sister Soul Sessions is definitely here to support, help you, or get you in contact with those that can do those things. So that's my advice.
What would we tell our younger selves if we could?
Ooh.
Tell our younger selves.
To stick with it. Honestly, everything that I started on, stick with it. It matters to you. It builds your confidence, and you're going to make all of your dreams come true. So that would be my advice to my younger self. What about you, sis?
I would tell my younger self, it's okay to be seen.
Ooh.
It's okay to be seen, regardless of what people
think. We're going to tell your older self that too. We're going to tell your
ourselves that. It's okay. It is okay to be seen. But yeah, definitely my younger self, I would say it's okay to be seen. I'm such a sheltered, shelled person if I don't know you. But obviously when I just know people and I feel comfortable, then I'm a whole different person. But other than that, like, just being seen is something different for myself as well as my sister. And that's why we really push to do this every Friday.
I love that. Yes, ma'am, for sure. And what's one thing we're still learning right now, would you say?
Visibility.
Yeah.
Visibility.
For sure. And just, managing this crazy concept of building a business and staying relevant. So yeah, definitely visibility. I agree with you on that one.
Definitely visibility, automation, and just the ins and outs of it.
Mm-hmm. Every day, honestly, is something new that we learn about how we can do something, how we can be more present on social media, but also, like I said, in our communities. That's why we're really working on being visible, in person. So, I agree with you. Visibility, that's our word for the year anyway. So be expecting to see more of us because this is really important to us, like I said, and the network that we're building. So thank you guys. And with that, hope you guys learned a little bit about your hosts. I know that we speak to guests every week. So thank you for joining us and, kind of walking us through our own journey. We don't get to do this often or ever. So I appreciate
Okay, so the last question that we ask everybody.
it. Oh, no, I didn't think we had to do that. I didn't think about it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so Brittany, if your journey so far were a chapter in a book, what would this chapter be titled and why?
Oh, girl. I didn't even think about it. I forgot we asked everybody. If I had to title it, I guess it's our memoir or a chapter is fine. My title would be, I can't say inward and flies. Okay. So I'll say, you know what? It would be love yourself first.
Oh, I like that one. And why?
I think I spent a lot of years, if you know my background, which we'll probably talk about later times when we have our other pod, which we'll talk about my journey. And I grew up in foster care. I grew up pretty rough, as a lot of us have. And I think that I put a lot of emphasis on other people loving me or me being able to help them to not be in the situation that I've experienced. It was always really important for me to assist others. I find joy in it, but also I've gotten lost in it. So all that love that I give out, I think is lately in what we've been building here is pouring that into myself and making sure that I'm doing the steps that I need to for me first so that I can pour into others. So yeah, love me first. And what about you, sis? If you could give a title to your memoir thus far of your journey, what would the title be and why?
Let's see. I don't know why, but the song "This Little Light of Mine."
Oh, I love that. Yeah. No, I see that. I can see that. Yeah.
I guess it would be called "This Little Light of Mine."
I love that.
And the reason why is because I just feel like it's my time to shine. I do pour a lot to others, family, friends, strangers, you name it. Then on top of that, I guess for me, just my inner child, just anytime I feel like I'm ready to shine or ready to be seen, I feel ashamed. So
yeah,
I feel ashamed. So
someone tries to dim it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely that. Either someone's trying to dim it or either just feeling guilty about being seen or feeling ashamed. So yeah, that would be the title. It would be
I love that.
Well,
thank you for sharing. Yeah, that is. And it is time. Yes. Let your light shine so that others may see. Because you definitely have a story to tell. And that ends our episode of the Sisters Soul Sessions. Like I said, thank you for joining us and learning a little bit about us and our journey. And Bee, would you like to close us out?
Okay. So as always, I'm not gonna post it tonight though, because I usually just post like an after after podcast. Just thank you everyone that hopped in, hopped out, took the time to watch it to its entirety, and just really taking the time to hear our story and how we started. And thank you for your continued support. So we give you all your flowers. Just riding out with us. 3 years.
Thank you, Soul Squad. Almost 3 years in. So thank you for being part of the Soul Squad. And thank you, sis. I want to give you your flowers as well, just for what you built and letting your light shine this year. I'm really excited to see it.
Thank you. Oh, I want to give you your flowers because you're the one that gave me this opportunity. A lot of people don't know that.
Yes, always, always. So thank you, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful night. Join us next week for another exciting episode of Sister Soul Sessions. We're going to have an amazing guest. And just stay tuned for all the events that we have coming this new year. We appreciate it. Have a good night.
Yeah.